individuals and businesses, as together we create a more conscious community connection with Conscious Co-op South Florida. The Conscious Co-op meets monthly at the Boca Raton Wyndham Hotel with a catered gourmet vegan lunch by Farmer's Table. These meetings feature guided meditations and a wellness-minded speaker always dedicated to educating on a more conscious way of living. For more information, visit noahcrane.com. That's NOAHCRANE.com, or call 561-774-1991.
Hello everyone, my name is Noah Crane. Welcome to Create Your Greenest Grass. Connect with me each week to create a life you love. Now let's get started. Hello and welcome to Create Your Greenest Grass, where we don't leave our life to chance, but rather create a life we love. My name is Noah Crane and I'm super excited to be here with you. To tell you a little bit about myself, I am the author of the book, The Grass is Greenest Where I Am, which will be coming out September 13th. I'm really excited to share my message with you and with the world and just help spread more love and light in the world. I believe each one of us came here for a reason, so we can bring more of love, light into the world and find more connection with others. And that's what I'm really committed to. I'm committed to finding connections, helping people along their path, and everything that I've learned, everything that I've done in my life to really create my own greenest grass, I want to share with you because I want to help you on this journey. We can all learn from one another and help each other create an even easier path, a smoother path, a more flowy path. And that's really my commitment to everybody that I surround myself with, is just to help them on the journey, because I always say, together we are one and together we win. So by helping each other and by helping lift each other's souls, our life gets to work better. So everything I put out to you always comes back to me, and my life is really full of so much love and light, and I just want to share. So it doesn't stop our challenges, but what it does is it makes life so much easier to deal with, and it makes us so much more able to take every day and be really grateful in a space of love and in a space of just appreciation for everything that we have. And that's what makes life even more beautiful. I'm also the co-creator of an incredible group called Conscious Co-op. Our upcoming event is actually tomorrow on the 31st of August. Our speaker is amazing. Her name is Shirley Solis. She's an empowerment coach and a mentor. She has workshops and she's just incredible. She's a family catalyst. She helps families really get empowered with each other. I'm honored to have her speak at Conscious Co-op. Petra is going to be doing meditation for us. We're going to be at the Wyndham Hotel in Boca Raton, 1950 Glades Road, from 11:30 to 2 p.m. It's going to be a healthy vegan lunch, beautiful connection, beautiful people coming together. If it's your first time and you want to join us, it'll be only $30 at the door. If you've been there before and you didn't pre-register, then it's a little more. But please come. I think the work is always to get out of our own way and to find connection with others. So whatever we resist the most is sometimes what we need to do the most. So get out of your own way. Come join us at the Conscious Co-op. Get empowered. It's really worth it when you find like-minded people to support you on this journey. Today's guest I'm very excited about. Her name is Andrea Hammer, and she's a certified fitness trainer, certified health and wellness coach, and a certified fitness nutrition specialist. And she's also the creator of Your Life program. Live intentionally fabulous every day, right?
Live intentionally fabulous every day.
I love it. Well, welcome to the show, Andrea.
Thank you so much for having me. No, I'm so happy to be here and share how to live intentionally fabulous every day with you and your listeners.
Well, thank you for joining us. And my first question to you is, I want the audience to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
So can you just tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, as a certified fitness trainer and health and wellness coach and nutrition, my format is to really inspire each individual to look for the beauty and grace and power and strength within them. And everyone is born with something beautiful and unique unto their own self. But through life and stress and work and kids and busyness, it gets buried under all that stuff and a few extra Cheetos and snacks. And we kind of lose that. And so my protocols for my training, fitness, food, and feeling good, help each person find what it is that they love. But, you need to be healthy and strong and able to run around and go out into the world. Because if you're sick and tired and broken, you can't get out of bed. And that beautiful message or thing that is yours is forever lost to everyone who would have benefited from your gift if you were able and well enough to put it out there in the world, which is the whole reason we're here. Like you said, the Conscious Co-op and My Grass is Greenest and Love and Light. Our souls are very similar, Noah. That's why I love you so much.
Yes.
We do our thing in our own unique, beautiful way. And for me, the body is the most important and most beautiful thing you're ever going to own. And it has its own amazing wisdom and grace and power and strength in it if we just tend to it and love it and take good care of it. And I specialize in doing that.
I love that. And just be connected to your body, right?
Be connected. It's, I work from the inside out, really. That's what it is. I look for the juicy stuff in there, kind of like Michelangelo. Sometimes everybody's stuck in a block, and we just got to chisel that away till the beautiful...
Carve it out.
Carve it out.
I love that. Tell me about your Hammer Power Strength bracelet, which I'm wearing as well.
Yes, my
right here.
Hammer Power and Strength bracelet is
Strong.
my logo and my piece of jewelry that I had made special for me for the company because, first of all, my name is Hammer and I'm married to the love of my life, David Hammer, for 36 years. David, I love you. And that's what I mean by the power and strength of it. Hammer's a power tool. And you build things with it. I built a life, I built a relationship, I built a family, I built a business. I helped build people's lives up. And so I wanted something that reflected my beliefs in creating the very best of you and the best of your life. So the Hammer Power and Strength bracelet signifies the power and strength of who you are as a human being, as a person on this planet, to have the power and strength to create the life that you want and to build a better world. We always say that, we can build things because it's a tool, it's a power tool to build things, right? And so the front of the hammer, it's stainless steel, it's silken nylon rope, it has a little bit of copper healing in the threads, and it's heavily weighted. And the front of the hammer, the pin of the hammer, you build with it. But also there's a claw in the back of the hammer, and that signifies that sometimes there's things that we have to pull out of us that don't work anymore, that don't serve us. So life is a bit of yin and yang. We move forward, but sometimes there's things that are stuck in us that we need to remove. So the Power and Strength bracelet signifies when you wear it, you remember the power and strength of who you are and what you want, and not to settle, and to be the best you can be. You build it. You're responsible for your life.
I love that.
And you build it yourself with the tools within yourself.
Definitely. Everything's within you already.
Absolutely.
And I love the hammer. I think it's really cool, very creative.
It's on sale on my website
Yes.
at www.hammerhealthandfitness.com/shop. And it's on special.
That's great. Everybody can get a hammer bracelet and see the strength. I also know a guy who actually created a ring. It says intentional on it. So every
Right.
time you look at it, and because we sometimes get away from being intentional in our lives.
Yes.
But every time you look at the ring, you're like, I got to be intentional. I know
Right.
that's one of my things, is to be very intentional. So I think any kind of reminder that reminds you,
Yes.
brings you back to you,
Yes.
and brings you back to what you came to this world to create is wonderful.
That's why I have Your Life program, LIFE, Live Intentionally Fabulous Every Day. That's a conscious, aware choice. If the soulful self did the thinking and doing for the human self, the brain, we would make much better decisions if we had a greater consciousness. What's the end result? What's the good we want to do? After I do whatever I do, can I say I'm proud of that? Did I do the best that was within my heart, within my soul, within my abilities, within my hands, within my creativity, within my intelligence? Did I do the best I could intentionally because I thought of it and I purposely did it and I purposely put it out there and I got a purposeful a successful result.
Yes.
And that's what intention's all about. So live intentionally fabulous every day. It's not haphazard. It's you are thinking very mindfully about every choice, and you have an awareness of the power and strength within you to do these things. You're aware of it.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell me about your book and your message to the world. So I know that you wrote a book, and it's
Yes.
called Squeeze Your Butt.
Squeeze your butt. B-U-T, and the last T is in parentheses, a big exclamation mark.
And
Squeeze your butt.
we're all excited about your book, but I know it's not out yet. It's been sitting in the computer for a
It's
while.
been in my
But
computer
we're
for 10 years.
But
I
it's
know.
coming out. It's coming out. It's definitely coming
I've
out.
been saying that for years, and probably squeeze your butt means I want to, but I should, but, and we're still sitting on our butt because sometimes the butt in our head is bigger than the one we do sit on. If you're stuck in a rut, it's time to squeeze your butt, which sometimes I have to follow my own advice. Wrote this book because many people in their life, they are full of doubts and fears that they give excuses and reasons why they can't do it. The confidence level isn't there. And so we don't go out and do it. So when I say squeeze your butt, I want to, but, and how many other, excuses come out after that? And I should, but, and we still have every reason that we come up with that justifies why we don't. And then when we sit on our butt, so we get filled up here, we just have filled up on the bottom. So we need to release those doubts out of our head, and we need to release a few pounds off. So squeeze pounds off, squeeze negativity out, and that's what Squeeze Your Butt's all about. And it's a fun book about how to look at your life and get out of la la land, kind of ish, yeah.
And start really creating, right?
And start creating. Really, everyone has a gift, like I said before. Everyone's born with something beautiful. Trust in it, believe in it, and that's the biggest but, is people don't believe in themselves. Oh, I'm not good enough, or I don't, know enough, or I don't have enough money, or I don't.
Or I'm not worth it.
I'm not worth it.
But people have, they feel insignificant. I know for me, I can only speak for me. For me, the reason it took me so long with my message, I had to come into my own power and to
Right.
feel good about myself. Because
Right.
for some reason, I didn't think that I was worth that much at that time.
But see, that's a
felt
false
insignificant.
belief.
Of course
It's
it
a
is. Of
false
course it is.
belief
Yeah,
that
of course it is.
people all
But we
our
tell
lives
ourselves
have
a
been
lot of
putting
false
stuff in
things.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the problem, the delusions in our own head and the stories we tell ourselves that keep us really from moving forward in our lives and really creating everything that we came here to do. So the
Right.
idea is to learn to focus back into what's important.
Yes. That's the butt in your head.
Yes.
And that's the butt we sit on, getting a little bit wider in the chair. So we have to get going on both ends, because once you have an idea, you have to act upon it for it to come to fruition. You can think all you want, you can pray all you want, you can believe all you want, which is important. You need those to start, absolutely, that belief. But then your hands and your heart and your head have to move, and they have to go out there and do it. And then it all comes together.
Yes, and what I noticed too is when you put it out in the universe, like I've been saying for years, I'm writing this book called The Grass is Greenest Where I Am. I put it out into the universe. And once you put something in the universe, it starts getting created. So even though you think it's kind of like, when you start putting the action behind the possibility, you start putting the action behind it,
Right.
that's where life starts to transform. So for me, it was about getting out of dreamland, grounding myself with my chakras, getting back to reality, and really creating what I was really dreaming. But sharing what you want to do in the world, sharing it with people, talking about it.
Once it's
that's,
out there.
That's the beginning of creating it. Like
Yes.
that is the beginning. That's the secret. Because I said I was going to write this book, and now this book is coming out in 13 days. 14
Yay,
days,
I'm so
and it's
happy
like
for
and it's
you.
just those words that you put out, because our words are so powerful. So when we say something, when we're talking about your book, it's on its way out.
The
And that's
energy
what's
comes out
so
with the
beautiful.
words.
Yeah, it's
The
all
energy
gets
comes out with
created.
the words.
Yeah, so we got to be really careful what we say, because everything you say, you're creating. You're that powerful. Everything that you say, you start creating.
Right.
Do you agree with
your
that?
thoughts create things.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I say your words create your world, and your world is created by your words.
Beautiful.
That's what I say in my
100%
book.
agree.
Yes.
Yes.
I know we're a lot alike, definitely. Why is, again, going back to movement, we're talking about movement and inspiring people to move. What are some tips you can give people to get more active in their life, to move more? My trainer, for example, She says we should do 30 minutes of cardio every day because you're moving your body and it's good for you to move. I mean, I think part of moving our body, our energy body, is also moving our energy into other things that we want. So I think the first step might be to move your body.
It is, because if you move, it melts, and if you sit, it stays, and if it stays, it turns to sludge, and sludge don't budge. That was just one of my fun Andreisms I share with my students and my clients, is if we stay stuck and we don't move, and you're a sedentary person 8 hours a day at a desk, at a job, it's kind of like salad dressing. It coagulates and all the seasoning is stuck at the bottom, and you have to shake up the salad dressing to move it around, to get it to flow and to be mixed in and get in the mix. If we sit all day, our heart slows down, our blood slows down, our oxygen content slows down. We crunch, hunch, and scrunch at the desk. We get inflammation. It brings down our immunity. It brings down our brain thoughts. We get brain fog. We get mentally tired. We get physically tired. We start yawning. And it's not really that we're even actually tired. It's that we're oxygen deprived. And movement, and even simple just walking gets your blood flow going, gets your heart pumping. It gets your muscles moving. Exercise is your fountain of youth. It truly is. Thank your feet, because they take you on all your adventures. They dance you, they skip you, they run you, they pedal you, they swim you. They take you everywhere you want to go. And if you aren't on them enough, you don't use it, you lose it, and you lose your health. So simple ways, and 30 minutes a day is good, but some people can't always do 30 minutes a day. So even for some of the people who are more office bound, every 30 minutes, get up for 30 seconds and trot in place, or swish your tush, or swing your arms, or push-ups off your desk. Because even if you can't go 30 minutes all at once, you can cumulatively move a little at a time all day long, so that we don't get scooped and collected and coagulated inside us. We can get that juice going just by moving a little bit at a time. So I rather, if you can't get your half hour in at once, every 30 minutes, 30 seconds, do something to get your heart rate up. Pick up something heavier than your toothbrush and work your muscles. There's millions of ways. Come see me and I'll show you.
Yeah, and you can just break it up too. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes
Yes.
at one time. Like this morning I did 20 minutes.
Right.
And maybe tonight I'll do some more or not. But at least you're committing to yourself. It's a constant commitment
Yes.
to yourself that's going to change your life. So if
You don't have to go fast. You just have to go. You don't have to do 50 push-ups on your knuckles out in the street and do musclehead crazy gym rat stuff. You don't
Right.
have to kill yourself to work out. It doesn't have to be terribly hard. In fact, it should be graceful and loving. You can be intense with muscle movement as opposed to momentum movement, flailing, but you can do it with honor and joyfulness. Your body is meant to move and breathe and flow and be alive. Locking it down just kills it.
and you'll feel better. So if your energy,
Yeah,
if you're sad
heals
or
so many
depressed or
things.
anything, just moving is going to bring you to a whole new level of your energy.
Absolutely.
So
The
that's the
oxygen
benefit, yeah.
infusion and the blood fusion, first of all, it just clears a lot of crap out of your head and
Right.
makes you think better and opens up your heart and your lungs. Helps digestion. It helps you go to the bathroom. It helps you feel more vital and sexy and hot and strong. It's so many wonderful things. Exercise is your life force and your healing tool.
And I always say, take care of your body so your body can take care of you. So when we age, if we don't take care of our body today, the body's not going to be able to function for us. So whatever we do today, we're going to have in the future. So
you betcha.
It's important that we get moving today.
It's easier to keep the health that you have already because it's way harder to get it back when it's gone.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree. So we're talking about, I guess, self-care and why it's so important for our well-being. And can you tell the audience how they can get in touch with you? I think that's an important thing that I
Yes.
want to stress.
Yes. I have a website, hammerhealthandfitness.com, and I have all these links for food and movement and nutrition. There's a free nutrition guide if you put your email in. It's a food nutrition guide, and it's good for infusing the body with soulful, healthful, live foods, and also a program that if we stuck to it, could shed a few pounds. as well. And also, I too have a radio show.
Yes, you
it's
do.
called Your Life Program, Live Intentionally Fabulous Every Day. And it is for women over 50, such as ourselves, if we're allowed to say that. And there's some fabulous, magnificent women doing wonderful, amazing, forward moving things. And I interview them and help promote their platforms and all the beautiful good they do in the world, because we need good in the world. We need strong people. If you're strong and vital and full of life force and integrity, you go do that in the world. And that ripples like a pebble in the water. And we need good, we need kind, we need love, and we need everything that you talked about in your program too. And so that's what my radio show promotes. I'm on iTunes, I'm on Spotify, I'm on iHeartRadio, and all the shows are on a link on the website as well. So you can do that, or email me, Andrea at hammerhealthandfitness.com, if you have any personal questions. I'd be happy to help you.
And you can also find Andrea at Conscious Co-op.
At Conscious Co-op, yes, tomorrow at 11:30 at the
To 2.
Wyndham to 2.
Yes.
Noah does an awesome job with Conscious Co-op. And like she said before, so many beautiful, like-minded people, business people of all industries come and share their knowledge and their heartfelt self to help build a better world amongst each other and out further in the universe. And this has turned into such an amazing forward movement in the world for people to come together on this platform to share what they do, that are conscious of the wellness of themselves, the wellness of the other people, and the health and wellness of the world.
Yes, that's what it's all about,
It's all
helping
that.
one another, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about nutrition a little bit. Can you tell a little bit about, talk a little about nutrition and what really drew you towards nutrition? Because it kind of goes with fitness and nutrition.
It's 100%.
Yeah.
In fact, food is probably about 80% of it, as opposed to fitness. I mean, you do have to work out and move. But if you're moving and running around, but you eat junk food all day long, you're killing your body. And so you have to feed your cells when you feed yourselves. That's what I talk about. At an atomic molecular level, you want to eat live, whole foods that have restorative, nutritive value that can change your health from metabolic diseases, heart disease, diabetes, cancer. Food can change your life. Food should be your medicine. Medicine should be your food. There are so many holistic foods, plants, herbs, spices that can change the level of blood lipids, your cholesterol, your triglycerides, lower your blood pressure, lower your glucose levels. So if someone is suffering from metabolic things unhealthfully in their system, then changing the way you eat and the way you infuse your body with nutritive value foods, it's just so important. Water, hydration, your blood is 75% water. We're 75% water. And if our oxygen and water content is low, the brain uses 75% of our blood and water. And a lot of times you can get headache just because you're dehydrated. You can feel hungry because you're dehydrated. Your skin will shrinkle and wrinkle up if you're dehydrated. So keeping our body, especially in Florida, if you're outside, the heat and humidity will dry us more. So good hydration, good sleep. You need good restorative sleep so that the body can repair itself. And most people think that, if they get 4 or 5 hours, that's enough, but it truly isn't. You need deep REM sleep to revitalize your body. And this is another thing about sleep, is you have to really be asleep for the body to clean. It's like an office building. The people are busy working all day long. And as soon as they go home, the cleaning people come in and clean. But if you are up till late hours of the night and you are not asleep, the restorative processes do not happen. And so you wake up tired and exhausted and running on the fumes of the day before. So if you eat well and you exercise well, you will sleep well. Right? And your whole body will transform with these protocols. Fitness, food, and feeling good. Those are my go-tos.
That's great. And I can't overemphasize about the diet as well, because
It's everything.
yeah, any particular foods that you really like, that you're very fond of. That
Rainbow foods, colorful foods, fruits and vegetables. And if you do eat animal products, if you are not vegan, which is, some people's lifestyle, which is okay, at least have it organic, no hormones, no steroids, no antibiotics. People don't realize that, in the beef industry, it takes 60 to 72 months for an infant calf to grow up and be a big enough cow to go to the meat market. But the beef industry can't wait 5-6 years for everyone to do this. So they jack them up with hormones and steroids to make it be really big and full in 18 months. So in 18 months, like taking a toddler and making them a teenager overnight, the immune system doesn't have a chance to develop. So they're always sick, and there go your antibiotics. So the antibiotic is in the feed, the corn, the soy, the foods that they feed a cow. Cows don't eat corn. They should lollygag happily on the grass, eating live food, right? So if you're shooting them up with hormones and steroids and antibiotics, we are eating that. And then our system gets jacked up with hormones and steroids. And then antibiotics, God forbid we actually need them for a real infection, they won't work because our body has been building up an immunity to them. 75% of our agriculture uses antibiotics. 75 antibiotics is used for agriculture, not people.
Yeah.
So be very careful with your animal foods and stick to live plant foods. You want to be alive? Eat something that's life force energy, which is red, yellow, blue, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, red, yellow, orange peppers, salads, kale, spinach, all that happy food.
And you give some nutrition advice on your website, you said.
I am a certified fitness nutrition specialist.
Wow.
And so absolutely, nutrition is my go-to for every person. And this is another thing. Everybody's bio-individual. Everybody has different tastes, different taste buds, different cultures, different likes. So I don't have a particular program.
Right.
It's all unique unto you, what you like, what you're going to enjoy eating. Enjoyment and delight when you eat your food is also important.
Makes a lot of sense.
If it's yucky and you hate it, you aren't even going to like it. First of all, you won't digest it well. The nutrients won't be absorbed.
Right.
And you'll be malnourished.
Right. Well, I so appreciate you being here today, Andrea. Unfortunately, we're out of time.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed every time we connect. Till next time, please remember, the grass is greenest where I am, the mantra. The grass is greenest where I am. Take care of yourself and your life. Have a beautiful night. Namaste.
Namaste.
Hi, this is Noah Crane. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Remember, the grass is greenest where you are. Tune in next week as we keep exploring and finding and recreating a life we love.
Live a more conscious life by joining other like-minded individuals and businesses, as together we create a more conscious community connection with Conscious Co-op South Florida. The Conscious Co-op meets monthly at the Boca Raton Wyndham Hotel with a catered gourmet vegan lunch by Farmer's Table. These meetings feature guided meditations and a wellness-minded speaker always dedicated to educating on a more conscious way of living. For more information, visit noahcrane.com. That's NOAHCRANE.com.